Welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about being cut from a different cloth. So most of my life I was trying to fit into an identity or fit into a box. I feel like my whole life I was struggling between several different identities that didn't really mesh very well with each other. It was like I would overdo my part just to fit into the identity that was appealing at that time or whatever lifestyle was more interesting or popular at the time. But when you're constantly molding yourself to be accepted, you never really know who you genuinely are. It's like you're losing part of yourself every time that you have a criticism or you're changing because you have no root. You're chasing something that's never going to be attainable to you. What it took me a long time to realize is that the version of myself that God made me is exactly who I needed to be. Who I was chasing was in me the entire time. The fun times when I was just genuinely being myself, or the friends who saw something in me when I didn't see it in myself, or just the times when I've been, by myself and was happy and was full. That was genuinely enough. It often feels like we never truly know who we are. It's almost like a normal thing to be constantly trying to discover who you are or, you know, figure yourself out. And that's not always because of a lack of self awareness. It's honestly kind of scary growing up in a time where things are constantly changing. I mean, from when I was born in 1994 till now, the modes of transportation are different, the conversations are different. Googling and snapping and texting, like these weren't even conversations, but now it's every conversation. And I feel like we constantly are trying to find the answers to questions that we shouldn't even be worried about in the first place. The knowledge is more available, so it's like you're constantly expected to be aware of everything, and you don't even know who you are. When asked the question, who am I? My answer is, I'm just different. I feel like the term cut from a different cloth is usually kind of a degrading term thrown at people to differentiate between the haves and the have nots. But instead, I see it more as each of our identities. We're all cut from a different cloth. No two people are cut from the same cloth. Like, why would they be? If that was the case, we would all be walking around and acting the exact same, and where's the fun in that? If you look around, you can literally tell that no two people act and look the same. It's actually impossible. So why do we strive so hard to be the same or to assimilate? Being different is a blessing. You can see things that others don't see. You hear things that others don't hear. You literally have traits and gifts that are trademarked to you and your essence only. Once I realized what I truly have to offer, I really started to wonder why I was so concerned with finding my place in this world when I already have one. I mean, God didn't put me on this planet to take up space and have no impact. That I truly believe. I mean, we all have gifts. We all have things that make us unique. And once I was able to understand and find my gifts, it made things a lot easier and a lot more clear. But finding the gifts that you're good at can actually be a lot easier than we think. For example, I can't sing, I can't dance, but those are usually the gifts that people can recognize. If you can sing or you can dance, you can go somewhere, you can do something. But I can't sing or dance, but I can speak really well. So speaking is my gift. Even though everybody can speak, there's something different about how I speak and how I communicate. And that's my strength, that's my gift. I can connect to people when I talk. I can empathize with people when I talk. I can show that charisma or show that compassion that not everybody's capable of expressing. Even non-verbally, communication is something that I believe is my gift, something that I'm good at. It doesn't have to be something extraordinary. Oftentimes, extraordinary outcomes happen from a series of ordinary circumstances. We all have talents and strengths that make us special. Find those traits, create those traits if you have to, and take the world by storm. You were put here for a reason, so it's time to fulfill that purpose. Thanks for watching. Make sure you tune in for the next episode in Amaka's 14 Days of Advice. I'm super excited to share all of these vlogs with you guys, all of these messages. And thank you for everyone who has kept up with this journey and continues to tune in to the vlogs and blog posts. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.